Hey folks, Ming Dynasty of the China was first found in 1368, which is the 13th century, by the very famous guy Zhu Wenjia. However, less than 300 years later, the last 16th emperor, named Zhu Yugong, and neglected domestic affairs and imposed excessive taxes on the province and forced people into the labor, causing into peasant suffering from the daily life eventually lead to the peasant rebellion. Okay, this is unlimitedly the corruption of the country lead to the downfall of the Ming Dynasty. In the meantime, the Chong rose up to took over the Beijing. The last emperor committed suicide, and the Ming Dynasty ended in the 1644, which is just 300 years later. And the last emperor was Zhugong, to fail to proper understanding nothing about it, flow the world, what the world needs, and cause both himself and his country and the last end at the same time. How sad it is. Today we gotta gather together, think about the message about it. In Matthew chapter 21 to 19, it says, "May you never bear the fruit again." Look at the chapter here, and then the Matthew 21:18. 18 was early in the morning. He was on his way back to the city. He was so hungry, seeing the fig tree by the Lord, and he went up to it, but find nothing on it except the leaves. Then he said it, "May you never bear fruit again." That this sentence is very important. That 19. Immediately that tree withered. Actually, that one word as that, and a tree is the withered. Same thing. Today we're talking about it. We never done good job, then tree withered immediately. This shows us the importance, the urgent message being the diligent, hard work in the life. Okay, even though we are not a tree, but the same apply to our life as well. Work, and Jesus did not during his time on the earth. It was all about the spread of God's message, all different places. For example, maybe 600 countries at this moment here. The work has been working on the 2,000 years, reaching even to Korea through the sacrifice of the many martyrs' blood. The God has blessed Korea with both material wealth and the gospel, which is, I believe, it's not just only for you, not only me and you, but it spread the gospel continuously all over the places right now. But we forget that. So we enjoy that here too much. I believe that God has a plan for us to evangelize, and even though any set land country, which is North Korea, but we didn't do anything about this moment here. So if we do so, it is God's providence. If it's God's plan, you and I has a duty to gospel. It's been paid for 2,000 years at the bloody price. So what are you doing right now? Okay, we think about that. This is just about the time for us to prepare ourselves and work towards this goal. This goal, okay? Another, not the goal, this goal. Just about the Paul spread the message of the God through the Europe, starting from the Rome. Even he sacrificed his life. I believe that the Korean, who has been blessed by the God and also played the main role, such a job, which is like the same as the Paul's job, okay? Continue to spread the gospel and of the earth. I pray that the grace and the peace of the Jesus Christ will be with us all the times, all any places, as we continue to pray the support and mission of the spreading the word of the God. I pray that next generation will be prepared for the mission work as their father did. Okay, so when you look at some Luke the 13 and 6. Okay, and the verse 6 said, "A man had a fig tree that planted in his vineyard, and he went to look for the fruit on it, but didn't find any." Verse 7, "So he said to men who took care about the vineyard, For 3 years now, I've been coming to look for the fruit on this fig tree. Haven't found any. Cut it down. Okay, why should it use up to that soil? And he answered, verse 8, Sir, the man replied, leave it alone for the 1 more year. I'm digging around it and fertilize it. 9, if bear fruit next year, fine. If not, then cut it down. They agree together here. So they are not making the fruit. They're going to agree to cut it down the next year. These things happen to South Korea. They prosper and they get rich, crazy, and big building that all, bigger size of the church and many member, and they have a lot of money going around here. So a lot of corruption around here. Okay. And they are pastoral the position passing to his own son or the family. Those kind of things happen. It's not that things happen expect right now. Expect to spread the gospel of the world. But we're doing the wrong things right now. So if we do something, continue that, it's someday, cut it down. Next year, cut it down. That's it. So it thing not happen here. It doesn't want it to happening here. We need to wake up right now. Okay. This is the time. Just the time that we're here. Okay. Because as I said, 2,000 years at the bloody price. With that bloody price, that gospel coming into South Korea. South Korea now is getting material wealthy, blessing coming, everything right now. But you just enjoy that. This is the time. Then it's going to be cut it down. That's it. That's just our time for us to prepare ourselves. That's why work towards the goal. Just as Paul spread the gospel with their sacrificed life through the Europe, okay? That's what we have to do right now. So I've been here, spent 40 years of my life in the United States, much time to dedicate to some church activity, but also wonder how much we connect our faith with the word outside of church, eventually leading me to study that seminary. Eh? During my study, I learned about the Pella community in Ohio, a teaching of the famous theologian, the Abraham the Kuyper, which has inspired me to become the professional missionary. We can call another one missionary professionals. It doesn't matter, neither way. He was the prime minister of Netherlands and advocating for the Bible one hand, another hand the work. Okay, then business and the Bible together proclaimed much both ministry and the work. It is that what the professional ministry does as well. So I have also discovered the worrying trend of the many Korean missionaries will be retired in the next decade. Next decade, 2020, so many ministry is going to be gone. Okay. They're going to go back to Korea. So made me thinking about the future ministry work in relation to the professional ministry. This is naturally come up with that idea, but it is a God's idea. Okay. I realized that many ministry kid was studying in the United States. I saw that this is just a great opportunity to continue their parenting ministry. I believe so. These children who's been already adapted to local culture and language, now they become differentially important leadership in the missionary field, the same as the father did here. So let's take a closer look at this reality of the student to study into the United States compared to students attending the Korean university. They might have an advantage of being flown to the English, okay, having an opportunity to develop the global perspective during their 4 years of university. Of course, they might have opportunity to making the many American friends, probably even that, relationships with the children of the wealthy Middle East family. It's okay. But however, problem is that graduation, due to immigration restriction in the United States, upon the graduation, they have to leave America. There is an American university diploma doesn't guarantee employment of the opportunity in the United States. Return Korea to the U.S. college diploma does not mean anything necessary desired reward. Job market in Korea getting tougher and tougher. prestigious the Korean universities such as Sky, it put the more weight on the job market. Okay, you don't know that Korea is lots of discrimination going around here, more than worse than America. It is that possible return to missionary field, what his father did because of the difficult of both country, but it's still difficult, harder because the father doesn't have any solid financial foundation. So needs of the solution of this crisis is evidence clear, very, very clear. Therefore, New M come up with that solution, and the concept of the New M aim at the trained ministry kid to become the CEO, become the influential global leader as a professional missionary, or missionary professionals. Neither way, though, you can use that. So individual has advantage being bilingual and bicultural, and making them the valuable asset in both the business and the ministry work, while it could be taking time to fully educating, integrate them into the workforce. They are already equipped with the many valuable skills right now. So why you waste those people over there? Why you waste those assets right now? Do not neglect this valuable asset. It is a way to return the crisis into the opportunities. So now, opportunity, no more crisis with the concept. Okay, with the transition of your concept, we become to this opportunity. With that number of the missionaries decreasing, young people will taking up, challenge of the spread the gospel message of the word. That is a hallelujah. Okay, so it seems to, if with the old and small door closing, but now new and big door is a big opening right now. Don't forget that. Verse now, Proverbs 12:24 remind us the diligent hand will rule, and the lazy end the first labor. It means hard work leads to the success, while the laziness only brings to the hardship or difficulty. Therefore, the lazy will be under the diligent hand. So we will have nothing but only one way, is doing the best way the missionary given by the God. It is a professional missionary. So professional missionary, the missionary is a formed intersection between the worldly work and the missionary, and the grafting God's work and into the lively work in parallel. How about that? It's very nice, all right? Example, groups of does do the community in the Pellarian, Ohio. You went to first think about concretely about the ministry of the church and business at the same time. Already they have an example. They've been successful right now. Become the opportunity, clarify the value, vague definition of the professional missionary. Now the reality, 20,000 people there in that city, Pella. Okay. Kuiper, same thing, famous theologian, served as prime minister in Netherlands in 1905. He argued with the worldly work, the Bible should be on the same time. So, theologian side, we have no problem as well. John Shin-gun say the currently status of the breakthrough, the Korean missionary and the world Christian year, Mission 2030 is dead. Finish that. So his report to say that no more any missionary in Korea from the Korea. So now one people say that with that current situation, current status, that missionaries end. Kuiper say that we do have both the one hand the Bible, another one the business. And then now in a Pella, okay, 20,000 people work together successfully. So what does that mean? Why are you going to heading down and going to downfall? Now is another way, your life is a success, your mission is a success. This is the way the already is being described here. So now, conclusion, not thinking too much about that here, then we're going to head into this mission. If we do have any blessing, God bless you, and everything is okay. I pray for you, okay? We're going to go.